So obviously we're coming towards the end of the regular season, and I thought just before we go into champs, I thought it'd be good to like just give our predictions of who we think are the front runners or the winners of Rookie of the Year and MVP. I think we'll start with Rookie of the Year. For me, it's quite obvious. I think there are some names you can throw in there, but I think someone is running away with it by far. But I don't know. Garen, Ben, do you guys have any
Hello?
strong thoughts on the matter?
I was gonna make a
Hello,
joke, but there's
guys.
no time for that. I think Raincore is probably our uh, rookie of the year. He's been very consistent. Um, he's impacted and helped build Miami to the team they are. He's been very consistent. I think Mercules is a good option, but I don't know if he's made Optic
Uh,
as much of a dominant force, and it's not entirely his fault, but he also hasn't been there for the whole season. So
for
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, look at
yeah.
those biceps, bro. Are you telling Ringo he's not
oof.
the Rookie of the Year, boy? Come on.
I don't
Who's
speak
that? Aiden.
Spanish.
So I mean, yeah, I agree. I think it's Raincore by far. I think you can throw in names like Super and Mercules into the mix, and I do think obviously Mercules
Mhm.
has like turned Optic around, and he's looking really good. And obviously he came out of nowhere and got top three with Ultra in his first event ever, so that's impressive. But for me, I value yeah, not that it's his fault, but obviously Renko has been here since the beginning. And I mean, even before they added Super, they still managed to get top three at Major One in Spain. Sorry, yeah, in Madrid. Which was like yeah, it wasn't expected. And I think Renko has been by far Miami's best player over the whole year, and he's
Mhm.
played the whole year. So I definitely have to give him Rookie of the Year. I think you can throw in Super there because obviously Miami dipped a little bit, and then they added Super in, took Lucky out, and they seem to have gone back up to like form and are actually contending again. But I still think even with that like boost of Super coming in, I still think Renkor is the best player, and like they sort of need him to pop off. And if he's not, they do seem to struggle. And yeah, he's played the whole year. So I would say he's definitely been the most effective and best rookie by far.
Yeah, I think it's Renko by far. You could say Super, but I think Renko has been in the league longer and doing and performing a lot better for a lot longer.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. And
Yeah.
I appreciate like not just impact, but have you been playing the whole season and stuff? Like,
Mm.
because you can just pop in for one major at the end, which yeah, your effects might be felt, but have you been there the whole year? Not that it's their fault. I mean, obviously they get called up or not, but I do
Mm.
appreciate more of the longevity within the year of you actually being there the whole time. So that's why I tend to lean towards Raincore. Okay, so
Mm.
we all seem to be in agreement with that one. I think it's pretty straightforward. And then the next one is MVP. Who are we feeling for MVP? For me, it's between three names, and I have a favorite out of the three, but I don't know if you guys have any strong thoughts on
I
who's
have one
your
name that instantly comes to the front. You see that number one position right there? Who's at the top of the list? Who's at the top of the list? Read the
kicks.
name.
Kicks.
Oh,
MVP.
is that how you say it?
Okay. I mean, man was not here for a long time, but he was good. He was here for a good amount of
But he
time. Yeah,
stayed consistent. No one's broken number one spot.
yeah, it's true.
Sure.
You can't deny that. You can't deny that.
Um, I would say it is probably either Celium, Scrap, and
And Hydra, the actual top three
I
on
don't
the
know,
Yeah,
list.
that's up to you.
Hydra or Simp. Simpa's really good in the beginning, first two
Mm.
majors, and I don't know what happened. But I also like to same thing I think happened with Joe Deceives. I thought he was quite a strong driving force that took Ultra to the next level, but I don't know, he's kind of disappeared or not. They haven't been as much of a contender, so I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
feel like
happened.
the
Yeah.
especially Major Four, they definitely were worse and didn't make as much of a run as we were hoping they would. Um,
Mm.
so yeah, I don't know. I
So
mean,
I,
yeah,
I
sorry.
will say Scrap. Scrap is my MVP. I think Celium would probably be second, and then Hydra. But I think Scrap has been so consistent, and yeah, his performances are just every single map, every single event. He's always
So
there.
Scrap is MVP, but he's not your papa. That's what you're saying.
Who did I say was my papa?
Hydra.
Hydra.
Yeah, but that wasn't for overall. That was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
for.
No, fair enough. Garen, what are your thoughts?
I think it should be Scrap, but I feel like the CDL is going to give it to Celium.
I hope not.
But I can't be mad. I feel like either way, regardless of if it goes to Celium or Scrap, I think it's going to the right person. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, for me, I also have the same top three. It's between Celium, Scrap, and Hydra. I think for me, Hydra's third, and I know we were speaking about this, Garen, like in the group chat and stuff, is like I just don't think Hydra has been as good as he was last year and the year before. Like Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, like he was just on another level.
The
Like he
best.
was insane. While this year he's had some moments of that, and we've seen the old Hydra, and I don't know if it's just this game that doesn't suit him as well, or if it's just a little bit of growing pains with obviously getting used to LA Thieves and being in a new system and stuff. And obviously he's still been the third best player in the league, in my opinion. So it's not like he hasn't done well. But I just think, yeah, I don't think this year is his year for MVP. I really do think it's between Celium and Scrap. The thing for me is Scrap has won 2 MVPs at the tournaments, Major 3 and Major 4. I think he's been the most consistent and the driving force behind Thieves. And Celium,
Who
although
won the MVPs?
so Major 1 was Simp, I'm pretty sure, and then Major 2
Yeah.
was Celium.
No,
So
Celium.
yeah, so Celium has won a tournament MVP, but he didn't win both. And also, I mean, it's not just on Celium, but with FaZe, obviously you win Major 1 and Major 2, which is still impressive and they matter. But I still think, obviously, turning up in form and winning the majors at the end of the year matter more. Like you want to find form at going into champs. So that's why I also hold those tournament wins a bit higher. And I think with Scrap being the standout player for both of those, and obviously statistically being the second best player in the league, not the third, because I mean Kicks is not in any real consideration. I do think it's Scrap, and I also think, I mean, I hate it when people say this, I guess, but I think also he's due. Like he's Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, he's been a top 5 player. Like he's definitely due as MVP. Like it should be coming his way, and I feel like this year he's in a star-studded lineup. He's been able to separate himself and show that he is the best. And so I'm leaning Scrap for sure.
But
I'm
I
happy
do
with
also
that.
think, yeah, I definitely think it's Scrap. Because even when it's like statistically, yeah, Celium's great. He's the best. But when you watch Celium play compared to when you watch Scrap and Hydra play, I think it just looks worlds apart. You
I
know?
mean, they different roles, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's different roles. But I do think Scrap and Hydra this year, they've just been shooting. Like the way they've been moving, the gunnies they've taken, it's just been crazy. Um, so yeah, no, I agree. Okay, so Scrap
I'm
for
happy.
MVP, Raincore for Rookie of the Year. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.